Happy New Year! The beginning of a new year is a perfect time for resolutions and fresh starts.
Sure, and while you're looking at all your resolutions and goals, remember your biggest investment, your home, deserves a little attention too.
So let's dive in to 10 things that you can do to keep your house in tip-top shape.
This is the perfect time of year to really start looking at what you need to do. So what is number one?
Number one is safety, and that's going to include a couple of things, but smoke detectors, carbon monoxide detectors, and smoke extinguishers. So make sure that all your smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors are working properly. They have a test button. Check to make sure that they're still within their 10-year lifespan, and check the pressure on your fire extinguisher. If it is too low, recharge it or replace it.
Yes, toss it out. And on those smoke detectors, Jim, some of them still have batteries, correct?
Yes. The new law is a 10-year lithium-ion battery.
Right, and so a trick is then to write a date on with a Sharpie.
You should have the date written on it so that when you check it periodically that you know it's still within that 10-year period. If not, replace it. Number two is your HVAC system. That stands for heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. This is a perfect time to get a maintenance call out, make sure that the system is working properly, and replace your filters.
It is a super great time because in the beginning of the year, everybody's not calling for their air conditioner. And in California, that's when it gets really busy, is those couple
First heat wave
weeks or whatever when it's super hot, and then you can't get a hold of the people. So January, February, beginning of the year is a great time to do this.
And one other thing you can look at is your thermostat. There are some great new products out there, the electronic thermostats that allow you to program it so it comes on only at the right times of the day. It's not constantly running. You can also, if you're coming home after vacation and it's been cold, you can turn on the heat so that it's warm by the time you get there. Things like that.
That's really cool. I like that.
Number three is to look for water leaks.
Sure, that can be one of the most costly things that homeowners face is water leaks. So just take a little time, go around, look under your sinks, look at your water heater area, by your appliances, and just visually check and see if you see anything.
Yep, so you've got the inbound water through faucets, you've got the outbound water through the drains, and then also look up because your roof is gonna keep the water out of the house, hopefully. But if you start to see a sign of a leak, have it checked out right away before it becomes a bigger problem.
Sure, and it sounds like common sense, and it really is, and it doesn't take a lot of time, but just, getting under there and looking to make sure there isn't water puddling. So many times when we're in escrow or looking at homes, people find these issues that have been sitting around for a while. So catch it now, take a look, just make sure everything is dry and spiffy.
Number four reminds us to keep our minds in the gutter every now and then.
So sure, while you're up on the roof doing Christmas lights or you've got somebody up there, take a look around, look at your gutters, look at, are they clogged? Do you need to have somebody come out? Are there a lot of leaves in it? Does the roof need to be blown off of leaves and debris, stuff like that? Insurance companies are looking at these things now, so just take a look and see how things are up there. Not only visually when you may be up there putting up Christmas lights, but you can also do it through a drone.
Yeah, that's for sure. And one of the things to keep in mind is we can't usually see the roof. Don't let it be out of sight, out of mind. You should have it serviced from a maintenance standpoint every couple of years. Slip tiles, broken tiles, reseal all the vents and openings and things like that to keep that water out.
Sure, and do it before something big happens because the preventative is going to save you a lot of money in the future.
For sure. Number five, doors and windows.
Sure, just take a minute to walk around, see if you feel any cold breeze coming in, check the window sills, the
weather stripping around doors and windows, depending on what you have, can decay over time. So sometimes those do have to be replaced to keep the weather out, keep the heat or the cool in.
Sure, and we don't have a lot of really cold weather in California, but in the winter it can get cold, so you might feel a little bit more breezes than if you were trying to see it in the summer, where there's just not a lot of temperature variance.
Number 6 is to maintain your water heater. A tank system should be flushed out periodically, and even a tankless water heater, you don't need to flush it out, but change the filter, have it serviced. Sometimes descaling is called for. Keep on top of that.
Okay, that is totally overwhelming to some people like myself. So if it's overwhelming to you, just call someone out and have them look at it.
Number 7 maintenance tip is to declutter and organize storage areas.
Oh my gosh, this is my big love in life. Please get rid of this stuff when you're in the attic pulling down the Christmas. Just say get rid of a few boxes, get rid of a few things. We try to do this every year. If you can just purge a little bit, it's going to help you in the future. Trust me, we help people move day in and day out, and those attics and garages and storage areas can become so out of control, and then they're looking at decorations or things that just they haven't touched in 15-20 years. So
or longer.
When you're in that storage area, try to make it a thing just to get rid of some of it.
Good tip.
And a secret about the tip, you could just throw it in the trash and you'll really never miss it.
Number 8 is to review your homeowner's insurance policy.
Oh, that's really fun.
Yeah, so you want to review your deductible, make sure the policy is still in place. We recently had a love letter from our insurance company relative to what they thought they saw on Google Maps. It turned out to be false, threatened to cancel us. California insurance right now is going through some changes, so make sure you keep on top of that and review everything with your agent.
Sure, and that's happening to a lot of people. So if you got one of those love letters, you are not alone. It is happening out there to a lot of people. Also, if you got a little new jewelry or something like that, you may want to schedule it on your homeowner's insurance as well. So just kind of review it, make sure it's up to date the way you want it.
Number 9 is to remember outdoor spaces. We mentioned gutters and roofs, but what else you got?
Fences, decks, driveways. Just take a little stroll around the yard, make sure everything's secure, wiggle the fence, check the gate, make sure it's latching and closing, those kinds of things.
And when you're walking around, also check out your fascia and other exterior wood parts. If you see things that don't look right, you might want to call out a termite company to do an inspection, see if you've got something going on there.
Sure, and if you have any questions about that, we have great referrals for termite inspections. We can help you out, so just give us a shout.
Number 10 is to create a home maintenance schedule or plan. We talked about, changing batteries and filters and things like that. And that is something that should be not done just once a year, but should be done on a regular basis. So create that plan. Now is a great time to do it.
Sure. Think of it like a resolution list. This is what I need to do, or this is what my idea is and my plan. And that'll really just keep you on track. Take care of it now instead of just letting it. If it keeps building and building and building, that's when you're going to see a monster, and you really want to run away from that. So guys, taking care of your home really doesn't have to be overwhelming as long as you stay on top of it. Make these resolutions, do your walkthroughs, just check things out. We get so busy in our life. I know we do, our friends do, our clients do, that sometimes things just get mixed. So just take a little bit of time and run through the list and see if you catch anything.
If you have any questions, give us a call. If you've had thoughts of doing work on the home or need help, maybe you found a roof leak, let us know. We can help you with that as well.
Sure. And if you're thinking, gosh, I'm going to buy, I'm going to sell, or this is the year I'm going to move or do something, we'd love to help you with that. It's our passion. We just want you to know that we're here for you, whether it be a routine inspection at the beginning of the year, or it's time to move to bigger and better, or size down to a little bit smaller. We're always here for you.
One thing about downsizing, less maintenance. So something to keep in mind.
Not a bad thing.
In the meantime, I'm Jim.
I'm Vickie.
And we're with the Bishop team, your leading realtors here in Orange County, California. Feel free to scan the QR code to hook up to more information about us and your home. We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, give us a call and Happy New Year.